Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the very first episode of College Crisis. My name is Rose Seivers,
And my name is Madison Seivers.
and we are here to help you.
Since this is our first episode and our first podcast, we wanted to lay out our show before we dive in.
First, we will introduce ourselves much like we just did.
Next, we'll jump into our SOS segment, where one of us will debrief a personal situation we need help with, and the other will give their best advice as to how to resolve or aid the situation.
Then comes the main course. The whole podcast is about this. We will turn to you, our viewers, and do our very best to help you out.
We hope to figure out a way to let you, the viewers, anonymously submit questions, concerns, and queries very soon. But for today, we will be looking at the Am I the A-hole subreddit and giving our unsolicited advice.
Finally, we will end the episode with a lighthearted game of Hot or Not, where we bring our most and least favorite trends to the table.
We will discuss, we will theorize, we will predict, and we will try not to judge.
All right, time for SOS. Today, Madison will be explaining her predicament. Madison, take it away.
All right, so my predicament right now, I live in Telford currently, and next semester I am moving into North with the same roommate I had this year, and she's my best friend. Love her. The predicament I'm having right now is there's this just beautiful couch on Facebook Marketplace that I think would be so perfect for my dorm, but it's $50 and it's all the way in Ohio, okay? I don't know. First of all, I don't have a place to put it. Like, that's the main issue.
Then why are you wanting to get it?
Because it's it's literally the perfect couch.
Only for $50.
For only $50. I mean, which is a little bit, but like, I could swing that.
What part of Ohio?
Steubenville?
Is it a super suite or a regular suite?
I think it's just it's the two-person room with the bathroom, so regular.
Then where would you put the couch?
In the room. But like right now, I don't have the place to put it.
Honestly, though, a lot of the times people do put couches in Martin and North since they do have a lot more space. So I will say I don't think that would be a problem, especially if like your roommate is okay with like putting it between your beds or something. So I really don't think that it would be much of an issue.
No, the thing is, like, I don't have the place to put it in between now and then.
Oh,
like, I don't know where
understand
I'm
what
going to
you're
store
saying.
this couch.
Do you not have room at like your house? Like
No,
during summer?
not really.
Oh, well, does your roommate?
No. Listen, this couch is beautiful. If you saw this couch, you would like. And I've already messaged the person.
Girl, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. I would say maybe talk to the person and maybe ask them how long they're willing to hold it until you find a place where you can store it.
Okay.
Because I really don't know what to say about that. But if you really like the couch, get the couch.
You know what? That's exactly what my delusional self needed to hear. I'm going to get the couch.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Now for the main attraction, the segment this show is all about, the College Crisis Hotline.
As we said, this is our first episode, so we will be reading posts from the beloved Am I the A-hole subreddit.
Okay. The first post is titled, Am I the A-hole for using my kids' college accounts for my retirement? I'm confused if I'm being mean, so my friend pointed me here. I have a college account for each kid. They all have around $50,000 at the moment. Now my oldest went to trade school, and we used his account to pay for that. It was relatively cheap. My daughter went to a small, cheap community college before she dropped out, and she's now married and a stay-at-home mom. Both of the accounts still have a ton of money in them, and the two kids are well established at this point. The oldest makes 6 figures, and my daughter married well off, and if they did divorce, she would get a lot of money. So I emptied the accounts to use for my retirement. I mentioned it at dinner, and they were really upset, saying that they still deserved the money even though it was for college only, and they never put a cent in. They both called me an a-hole. They asked why I could retire early. I told them the reason. I wasn't going to hide it. They knew money was in the account. It would have come up eventually, if not for them asking if they could use the extra for their kids.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
Well, honestly...
Because you're the one who found it.
Okay. I think this is kind of an interesting... It's an interesting situation, right?
Yeah.
Because both of the kids are very well off at this point. You know, they don't really need any extra money, But if they knew that they had the college account and if they knew that that money was set aside for them, I understand why they're upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now they want to use it for their kids.
Yeah. The thing is, though, like, that is their money, and I mean, he seems like he already made his decision before talking to the kid about it.
No, exactly. Like, maybe if he had talked to the kids, like, hey,
First.
do you really need this money? Which, you know, in this economy, everybody needs money, let's be honest. I don't know. It says the general consensus is that this guy is not the a-hole, but I almost disagree. Especially if my parents, if my parents told me up until I went to college that they were setting aside money for me, for my learning, for my future, and they were like, this is your money, and then they took it for their retirement, I'd be a little upset.
That's the thing, yeah. I feel like, what is he... If it were anything but retirement, like, I would be so mad. Like, imagine being like, yeah, I'm going to go buy a boat with your college fund.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like what you said, they're giving them this money, and then it's getting, like, pulled out under the rug.
Also, it said that they're retiring early. So, like, they decided, oh, I want to retire early, so I'm going to use the money I was going to give to my kids so I can retire early.
We don't know the full situation.
Right.
But at the same time, from what I'm just hearing, I think this person is, in fact, the a-hole.
I kind of agree.
In a way. I mean, I understand, I guess, but if I were the kid, I would be mad. So,
So are we unanimously saying?
I think so,
We think this person is the a-hole. Do not give away your children's college... No, don't take your children's college money. Okay. Next. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to talk to my parents about how school is going? I am 33, and when I was 19, I dropped out of college. My parents made too much money, so when we did the FAFSA back then, I didn't get any assistance. My only option for money was to work or take out a loan, and my parents were very controlling and wouldn't let me get a student loan. I worked 3 jobs just to be able to afford college part-time. I was failing my classes due to never getting sleep or having time to study, and my parents were making me pay rent, so eventually I got fed up, moved out, and dropped out of college. Now that I'm back in school, thanks to government scholarships, I don't want to talk to them about it. They are very negative and say things like you could have already been done with school if you had just stuck with it. They refused to see anything they did was wrong and then got mad at me when I didn't want to talk to them about how my current classes are going. So am I the a-hole? Side note, I have a 4.0 and I'm very proud of myself.
I don't think that person's the a-hole at all.
I agree.
I mean, if you were stressed, because so many people go back to school, and so many people, like, overlook people going back to school. And if you went and you tried it, I mean, it's not for everybody.
Right.
And if you choose to further your education in life, that's fine. And I literally talked to somebody who works with admissions the other day. Our oldest student is like 70 years old.
That's awesome.
So literally, I don't think it matters. And like they said, if they're getting a 4.0 GPA, what's there to complain about?
Exactly. And if your parents were like all up on you the first time around, and now they have the audacity, to be like, you could have just been done with this, blah, 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 even though they didn't help the first time around.
Yeah.
Made them pay rent. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you were an adult the first time, but now at 33, you've been out on your own long enough, and you are like an actual like grown adult.
Exactly.
You know how the world works, and you know everything, and yeah, I don't think this person's the a-hole.
I don't either. And all the respect to people who go back to school. That is awesome.
Yes.
Okay, not the a-hole.
No.
Keep doing what you're doing. And don't talk to your parents. No, I'm kidding. Please talk to your parents.
Oh my God, Madison.
Please call your mom. Call your mom. Okay.
She's still your mom.
Exactly. She's still your mom. Am I the a-hole? This is the last one, by the way. Am I the a-hole for not telling my parents that I am going to a college states and states away from them? This one's kind of long, so I'm going to try and sum it up a little bit. I, 17, am going to college next month. That means 17-year-old guy. My parents are strict. No dating, no swearing, no girls, no phone in the bedroom, no phone at night, no passwords, no social media. Keep location on Life 360, curfew, all of the above. Last year I got a girlfriend and we've been friends since we were 12. She was never allowed over. They confiscated my stuff, grounded me for a month. When I was ungrounded, I got a job, bought my own phone. I figured if I showed responsibility by getting my own phone and paying the bill monthly, my parents would not treat me so childishly. They got mad at me and said the same rules still applied, that I couldn't use it in the bedroom, had to leave it in the living room, still couldn't see my girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. I live in New York, but I applied to several colleges in Texas, Louisiana, California, because I have family in those states. I paid for all of my admission fees. I have aid from FAFSA. I did apply for some colleges in New York because I needed info and documents from my parents, so after they'd upload it, I'd save it to my laptop. I decided on University of Houston. Fall season starts in 2 weeks after I turn 18. No, sorry. The fall season starts 2 weeks after I turn 18, so my parents can't really do anything. I spoke to my third cousin in Houston, and I'm going to stay with her. I wasn't going to tell my parents until August got closer, but they found out recently, and they're very angry. My dad doesn't want to let me go. I told him I'll be 18, so it's not his choice. They told me I need to be close to home in case something happens, and I said we have tons of extended family in Houston, and I'm going to be with a family member. My parents called me a selfish brat. They walked away from me while I was still trying to defend myself, and we haven't had another conversation since. It's basically just silent treatment. I get that they're upset and worried, and I do love them, but it shouldn't be a surprise that I would do anything to get far away. Am I the a-hole?
Wow, that was a lot of information.
That was a lot.
I mean, I don't think so.
I don't think honestly, that's 3 in a row. I don't think this person is the a-hole.
I mean, either way, I feel like it is good to get out of the place you were raised in every so often, even if it wasn't this situation. So, no, I don't think you're the a-hole.
I think, when you grow up in a very strict environment, and I can attest to this because I grew up in a very strict environment, that just, that is the breeding ground for a child who wants to leave. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like they said, they're going to be 18 when school starts.
Yeah. So
there isn't really much that the parents can do about it. But I think it's I think the parents are kind of the a-hole here they're not even happy at all for their child. They're just like, no, you can't go.
Yeah, I agree.
So for the third one in a row, not the a-hole. All right. Finally, hot or not? Let's just dive right in. Rose, what do you love? What do you not love?
Well, let's start with socks with sandals. I hate socks and sandals.
Hate?
Yes. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. Either you wear sandals or you wear socks with regular shoes.
What about socks and Birkenstocks?
No. I did that in middle school. Want to erase it from my brain.
What about the Birkenstock clogs? I wear those all the time with socks.
Those are fine. Crocs and stuff, that's fine. But not your dogs are hanging out and then you have socks on when your dogs are supposed to be out. Okay. It just doesn't make any sense. And people do it in the winter too when it's super cold outside.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
Also, if you're wearing jeans with sandals with your dogs out, that's not on the list, but
you see what I mean? I mean, if you do it, all props to you. It's just you'll never catch me doing it again. So.
Period. All right. What do you love?
Cargo pants.
I love cargo pants too.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but cargo pants, I think they're so comfortable, and I used to think that they were the ugliest things ever until I bought myself a pair out of instinct, just out of the blue, and I love them. I wear them all the time, and I want to get more pairs. They go with so many things, too.
That's real. Mm-hmm. That's real. Okay.
What do you love and hate, Madison?
This has been a long, burning hatred in my soul for years. Literally ever since they came out, ever since they hit the shelves. I am going on record. I don't like Hey Dudes.
Oh my God.
I don't like Hey Dudes.
You hurt my soul just now.
I think they are ugly. I think they are a joke of a shoe.
But they are so comfortable.
You know what else is comfortable? Literally every other slip-on shoe.
That is fair, and you are very much entitled to your own
I
opinion.
thought you said you are very much a child, and I was like, oh my god.
No. I see children wearing Hey Dudes, so.
And they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
They come in all these different types of colors. If my
Oh my
mom
gosh,
heard
do
you
you
say
remem-
that, she would.
Do you remember Toms?
Yes.
Get Toms instead.
They're the same
I
thing.
mess with. No, they're not. They are not the same thing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey Dudes are a crime.
We
The- oh,
can.
I will say, actually, no, I won't say. They've branched out recently. They've started making sneakers. They've started making boots. What are you doing?
Okay, that is a lot. I will say that,
What
but
are
I
you
do
doing?
like the regular Hey Dudes.
Okay, that's enough on the hate. What I love, what I want to see all summer, jorts.
What are
Bust
jorts?
jean shorts. And I'm talking like as high up as you want them, as low as you want them. Those Jinko jeans, whatever, those freaking, the ones that go down past your knees, those are cool. The ones with the frayed edge, those are cool. Bust out the denim, okay? I want to see more denim.
Everyone wears those.
Yeah, but not enough.
That's true.
Because I see, listen, no hate, but I'm tired of seeing the Nike
Oh my
athletic
God, me
shorts
too.
with the big t-shirt. Let's leave our Visco girl days behind us. That's over. We had that.
Because
Wear
that's
your
literally me
jorts.
when I go to the gym with my Stanley because
Okay,
I'm a
gym
basic
is
white
different.
girl.
Don't wear jorts to the gym. That's like psychopathic behavior. But hot day outside, jorts, sandals.
agree.
Fun little t-shirt.
Not socks with sandals though.
Not socks with sandals. Okay. Well, I think that just about does it. Thank you guys so much for turning in to the very first episode of College.
Tuning in.
For tuning in to the very first episode. Tune in next time where hopefully we can answer some of your questions.
Please let us know if you do have any questions. And as of right now, that is all we have for you. This is Rose Seivers signing off.
This is Madison Livers signing off. And also, if you want to send in a question, make sure you look at the Eastern Progress Instagram, and we will hopefully have that on there soon.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Bye-bye.